You might not agree with this, but discipline isn't a personality trait, it's a system. And the way to look at it is you take strategy plus consistency. And on the outside, people looking at that will see discipline, but usually people only need a minuscule amount of discipline or a minuscule amount of discipline to develop a good habit or to begin on the road of accomplishing some sort of big task. And there's two things that I see people kind of struggle with, or two techniques that people can use to overcome the resistance that goes with developing new habits and being more disciplined. The first thing, if you're struggling like with procrastination or getting started with something, whether that's developing a new habit or completing some sort of project, the Zeigarnik effect and the psychology that goes behind it can be really impactful. What the Zeigarnik effect is that it's the fact the mind is hardwired to complete tasks. So if we begin something, the mind's going to want to complete it, or you're going to experience some level of stress. The way to use this in your advantage and strategically is to break any sort of task or habit or project into very small pieces so that you can get over the hump of just beginning. You make it so small that it seems silly not to accomplish it. So if you're trying to read an entire book or begin some sort of project, you can reduce a task to just reading one page or even reading one paragraph. And the idea behind it, the strategy, is that once you start to read that paragraph, the mind's going to want to continue. And then, boom, you're over the hump of that internal resistance to even start the task. And you'll continue, 9 times out of 10, you'll continue reading. The second thing is using mindfulness before you begin a task. And this is when you get to the realm of pre-work rituals or some sort of routine to just get yourself going. That's why they're so important. I recommend doing some sort of mindfulness because I think the resistance that goes in starting something, just doing something, whether it's like going on a run to get in better shape, going to the gym, beginning reading a book, beginning doing the paperwork to start a new business. I think it is a sort of psychological resistance that we have to ourselves. Negative thoughts get into our mind. We get some sort of anxiety because we kind of see all the work that goes into making it perfect. And if you do some sort of like deep breathing or grounding exercise, or even like a 2-minute meditation, it'll activate parts of your mind that are much more safe. And that is much more connected to confidence. And that can get you over that resistance hump to begin the work that can change your life.